supposed to feel.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Figured I'd do a quick little video on why I decided to name my channel The Horsepower Ranch. My wife and I live here in Western Washington, not about an hour and 20 minutes from the beach, and we got a couple acres up here. She's into horses, and I'm into cars and trucks. So it kind of made I guess a natural name for the channel being Horsepower Ranch. So we have a couple alpacas and chickens. Most of the racket you'll hear in the background is the neighbor's geese, and she raises all kinds of stuff. But anyway, out here, I'm up here by the shop now, so give you a kind of a overview of my cars and trucks and show you what I'm working on and where we're gonna go. All right, so this one here, had this truck for 4 years or so. It's a 92 Dodge Cummins automatic that I built. I painted and everything a couple years ago, lowered it, 12 valve with injectors, turbo HE351 turbo, and I built a flatbed for it. Did a bunch of suspension work, put airbags under it and stuff, but we'll go over that later. I'm still up in the air on what I'm going to do with it, whether I'm going to keep it a flatbed or put the factory dually box on it and paint it to match the rest of the truck and maybe airbag it later. But actually put it down on the ground, air ride. Then this is my 2012 Dodge diesel, 6-speed. It's got a dual disc on it. It's got a programmer on it. And other than that, pretty much stock exhaust work and things like that, typical stuff. But that's the tow hauler. It pretty much spends its life hooked to a trailer of some kind. Here's my 51 DeSoto, all original. It was a project that I was gonna do and just try to get it running and make it a cruiser, but I kind of lost interest in it. Just had too much other stuff I'd rather work on. So if you know anybody interested, hit me up. And over here, my 63 Plymouth Savoy. If you're not real familiar with Savoys, they're the same as a Fury or a Belvedere. It's just the base model car. This was an ex-Border Patrol car out of Northern Washington. Original 383 with a push button automatic, bench seat stuff, radio delete car. It's kind of cool. There's not very many of them around. Now this one has a 500 cubic inch 440 in it, the 727. I've had this car since I was 19, and it's pretty much looked the same, other than I've changed wheels and tires and stuff. It's got some sneakery going on here with the welds and max wedge hubcaps on those, but we won't tell anybody about that. Inside's rubber floor mat car, which I wish I wouldn't have cut holes in it, but it is what it is at this point. It's got A100 van seats in it, and radio delete. But like I said, this thing hasn't changed in really 30 years other than putting it back on the street and making it a more enjoyable car to drive. So I'll head over here and go to the shop and I'll show you in there. Here's my 67 Barracuda. Pretty much drag only now. I'll drive around town for the car show or whatever, but it stays mostly on the track. It's a small tire, radials, has a turbocharged 470 cubic inch low deck Chrysler motor in it, filled block and aluminum head, 16 injectors on methanol. The big turbo in the grill. It's here under plastic. I'm just trying to keep the dust off it till it goes out for the next race. Doors off it and in the trailer right now, but that's where most of the horsepower for Horsepower Ranch comes from. But it's fun. Set up for 8th mile, heads up stuff. But then the boat my wife and I picked up earlier this summer. Haven't decided what we're going to do with it. We kind of picked it up as a fixer-upper, but it's a solid boat, so maybe we'll keep it. And we were just going to fix it up and sell it, and kind of upgrade to what we really want. But it's nice, 20-foot, 4 winds. The only downside about it is it's a Ford-powered, but it is fuel injected, so that's kind of nice. And here's the current project. This is my daily driver. It's a 06 Dodge Magnum. Put some Hellcat wheels on it and some big fat tires. Lowered it quite a bit. You can't tell because it's up here in the air for the cam and head swap. But I love these things. It's probably the most comfortable car I've had. And I'm not a small guy, so that's part of the other issue. I'm 6'9", so I don't fit in a lot of stuff. But well, there's the introduction to the shop, and we'll hopefully do more. We'll dig into my other cars as we get going. But thanks for watching.